is hanging out as he makes a break upfield. Stepping back up. Oh, he's copped a head right to the nuts. Cameron Munster's now putting his balls in Nick Meaney's face.
I have no idea what the wasted world of sports is.
Waste to Water Sports ahoy, how is everybody doing? Welcome to Friday Night Footy, a blockbuster of a game. A literal blockbuster of a game because it is elimination time. One of these teams tonight will be gone. I can hear myself again. Feedback. Vincent Spears knows all about feedback, I'm sure. A horrible beast. You're trying to concentrate and then in your ears. You guys couldn't hear it, but I could. Feedback. Game of Mel, ahoy. Hometown music, the Vincent Spears, ahoy there. Vopsy, ahoy mate. Mr. Ed's dead. Shack of Hearts, ahoy. Hope we're all geared up for this one. It's going to be a fabulous game. The loser leaves town. Essentially, it's the finals come early. I'm hoping for a Roosters victory, but we know what I feel about Souths this season. So much so, actually, check this out. Game of Mel says, guess what? You won your same game multi. What, last night on the Storm game or this one? This, by the way, Manly at the moment, and this is a big part of the reason. I know I said that I might stream this Manly versus Tigers game, maybe, since it's on before the big one. I'm so glad I didn't. 54 points to 12. It's been an absolute spanking. Will, ahoy there, mate. Do Souths need Trell to win? Actually, I think, honestly, controversial opinion, they're probably more likely to win without him, to be perfectly honest. A big out for the Roosters as well. Let's not forget, Joey Manu is a massive concern. I'm sure Vopsy will agree that Joey Manu being out is a massive concern for the Rooster. But anyway, check this out. I know that this is probably going to get me a lot of grief throughout the course of the evening, but I thought to hell with it, I'm going to do it anyway. As you can see, I'm not too sure which devices you're checking this stream out on. Welcome along, no matter what device you're on, of course. But all I'm suggesting is that might be a little bit difficult to see there, but I've been a little bit cheeky, and I've gone and done something there to the photo of Cody Walker in the same game multi. Let's see if anybody notices when the game starts. It can be our little secret. We'll see if anybody picks up on it throughout the course of the night. But a subtle little Easter egg, I suppose, I've thrown in there. Vopsy says Tupou's bigger. Wait! Oh, Tupou's out? Tupou's out as well? Christ, when did that happen? Oh, no. Oh, that's pretty big. Tupou and Manu, and don't forget Waerea-Hargreaves as well, serving suspension. Waerea-Hargreaves at this point not even allowed to go to Vegas. Wow, that is quite big. 3 minutes left in this game here. 54 points to 12. Manly are absolutely tonking the poor old hapless West Tigers. Viking Axe, ahoy there, mate. Roosters for the win. I hope so. I hope so. Waste Water Sports All-Stars, thank you very much for your ongoing support. James Jason Bourne, Justo the Orchestrator, Who's Your Caddy, Will, Kelly, Mr. Ed's Dead, The Knee Crumbler, Robert M, Gamer Mel, Farsi, Aussie Mozzie, Obi, Shack of Hearts, Vopsy, Andrew O'Grady, and Arcade Angel. Thank you very much for your memberships, your super chats, your Patreon patronage. Is that what you would say? What do you call patrons? But in that context, your patronage, I don't know. Thank you, anyway, each and every one of you. And something we haven't checked in on for a little while, the Wasted Water Sports leaderboard for this period. A familiar face back up the top. Ahoy there, Mel. Welcome along. Nice to see you again. A familiar face back at the top of the table, Vobsy. And he has been chased down by some familiar faces as well there in second and third. James, Jason Bourne, and Shack of Hearts. Varying degrees of closeness in behind him in second and third. Will there in fourth. Michelle in fifth. Michelle actually qualifies for this since she is no longer considered an insider, I suppose. She could actually qualify for this. And the Viking Axe rounding out the top of the leaderboard there. So we haven't done that for a while. Let's not forget that it was a tie last time, and our very special guest was a very, very unhappy Clint Gutherson. And for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, let's all have a laugh once more at a very, very upset and unimpressed Gutho.
Jason Bourne, just want to give you a huge congratulations on your win. It's hard fought. You've worked hard for it. It's been a long year. And to finish on top of the table, it's huge. So congratulations, mate. I know you're a huge Eels supporter as well. And I want to say thank you so much for the support. But congratulations again, and go the Eels.
Yes, a very disappointed Gutho that weekend. Viking Axe, the points, the winner gets a prize. The winner of the leaderboard, after each period, wins a $100 gift card, and the announcement is made by a representative of their favorite NRL team. And sometimes what's happened is we get these guys after a loss, and you can just, as Shack of Heart says, you can just feel the pain. They're miserable after copping a spanking on the weekend, and now they're coming out and doing these videos for somebody who won. Like, oh, I've just lost over the weekend and now I've got to announce a winner. But anyway, yeah, just don't look so miserable. So anyways, that's the first year that I've been doing that. It seems to be a resounding success, so we will carry on with doing that throughout the rest of this season and into next season as well. Easier said than done, I know. I absolutely know. I've shared the photo on Discord of a very miserable looking me playing junior rugby league, and the rest of the team was able to crack a smile for the team photo, but not old misery guts here, sulking in the corner. I really, really didn't take losing very well. It's not a fun thing, losing. But anyways, it happens. Heel Fries, ahoy there, mate. Welcome along. So yes, the misery has come to an end for the West Tigers. A truly treacherous season all around, it must be said. They've got a much better team than what they dished up for this season. It must be said they probably deserve, maybe they don't deserve the wooden spoon. Maybe they do. Speaking of losing, the loser of this game faces a long overdue elimination. Both teams have just been hanging on, haven't they? Well, the Roosters more so than the Rabbitohs, but I'm going for the Roosters because remember, my prediction from probably about, I don't know, Vobsy, when have people been writing off the Roosters? The Roosters have pretty much been getting a line put through them for a large part of the season. And I've gone, no, let's not put a line through them yet. They can still do it. They can still do it. And if they get there, look out. They could still get there. And I said, keep the faith, Roosters fans. Keep the faith. You're still there. All you've got to do is get in now. Top four might be gone. Just get in there. And here they are on the brink. The unfair thing, I suppose, well, it's not really unfair. They've put themselves in this position, but they could still win this game, and a scenario could unfold that sees them drop out of the 8, the Roosters. So they will still be sweating on the results of the rest of the weekend, even if they win this game. But the big one for the round is going to be that Dolphins-Warriors game. Because that Dolphins-Warriors game is going to dictate, in my opinion, what Ivan Cleary does with the Panthers. And that will ultimately dictate the result of the Panthers-Cowboys match. The Cowboys could come away with a win there. It all depends what happens. Dolphins, Warriors. If the Warriors win, I suspect Ivan rests pretty much everybody, and the Cowboys are a red-hot chance of picking up the win. Farsi says, ahoy there, goof. Lost my train of thought. I saw Goofy there in the chat. By the way, Wasted World of Sports merchandise is officially here. Officially. I've talked about it for about a season and a half now, but it is finally here. We've got the Wasted World of Sports Under Strength t-shirt. We've got the Wasted World of Sports What a Goof t-shirt. And my personal favorite, the Wasted World of Sports Take the 2 t-shirt. My personal favorite. Shack of Hearts says also the Raiders need to win because of their awful points differential. If the Raiders lose, they are pretty much done and dusted, aren't they? They are minus 100 and something. Negative 116 or something like that. A ridiculous amount. Broncos lost, so no, I think it depends, Shack of Hearts, in all honesty, because at the moment, Melbourne have got above the Warriors on the table. But if the Warriors beat the Dolphins, they go back above Melbourne into third. And I think if that's the case, then Ivan really doesn't matter if they win or not. If that's the case, because I think you would much rather be going into week 1 of the finals taking... I don't know, Vobsy. I don't know. Warriors are resting a lot of players. Metcalf is injured for the rest of the season. The Dolphins could very easily, at home, knock off the Warriors. I mean, check this out, Vobsy. Fanua Blake, out. Nickel Clockstad, out. Wateni Zalesniak, out. Jackson Ford, out. Metcalf, out for the season. Sean Johnson, out. Tohu Harris, out. Wade Egan, out. Oh, Warriors won't beat the Dolphins. I'm sorry. What a goof. I completely misread that. Hey, at least I can poke fun at myself. Well, anyways, are you even more convinced now? Maybe more convinced? Michelle, ahoy there. Welcome along. Just in time to see me make a complete tit out of myself. Trying to convince Vobsy of something that he'd already clearly stated. Anyway, teams are in a huddle in the sheds. Oh, this is going to be a big one. An absolute blockbuster. Let's check out my same-game multi. Stephanie, stay funny, Steph. Ahoy. Sorry I missed you earlier on Discord. I was catching up on some much-needed rest, and it took me a while to get that Manly Tigers game on. But, trust me, for those of you who missed, it was a shocker. James Tedesco, Campbell Graham, Swalihi Johnston bracketed together. Tass Walker bracketed together. I'm feeling confident about it. I don't think, yeah, Shack of Hearts, though, I don't believe that the Dolphins' outs are anywhere near as significant as the Warriors' outs. But at the end of the day, Shack of Hearts honestly does not care about what happens this week since the Broncos made the top 4 and the Dolphins are out of the running. Oh! We don't like the Dolphins, do we? Do I detect Shack of Hearts? Who's your caddy? Ahoy! I may have done a little bit of cheeky editing to Cody Walker's photo. So anyways, it's still all to play for this weekend. Long story short, still everything to play for. But it begins here, essentially. Well, it began last night, technically, because the minor premiership was well and truly up for grabs. But here tonight, it's as simple as it gets. Both teams must win. For the Rabbitohs, if they lose, they're gone. For the Roosters, if they lose, they're gone. For the Roosters, if they win, they might still be gone if things don't go their way. But winning is the first part of the equation. Will says Billy Smith's nose is huge. He's got to be the new count for sure. Shack of Hearts, it's not that I don't like the Dolphins. I'm just saying win, lose or draw, it won't matter. I'd like them to win. I'm just saying it can only grant some closure to a lost season. Oh, okay. So you're not saying... you're not suggesting you're happy that the Dolphins are out of the running. You're just saying you don't care what happens in that game because the top 4's all sorted and they're out regardless. I thought you were implying that you were celebrating, like, yes, the Broncos are in the top 4 and yes, the Dolphins are out. Sir Matthew, welcome back, mate. Go Rabbitohs, watching from Papua New Guinea. Welcome back, our PNG Rugby League faithful. Cheers to all of you. Quite a big following from Papua New Guinea here on the Waste of World of Sports. I don't quite understand it myself, but thank you regardless. Let's drink, let's party, and let's watch some footy. Stephanie, Stay Funny Steph says, I met Billy Slater. Oh, that must have been fun. At a para game this year. Will, didn't realise he was short. Oh, yeah, Billy's a tiny man. But I suppose he made up for it with speed in his heyday. And kicking people in the face to gain an advantage. Oh, Kyle Turner. We're having a moment's silence for Kyle Turner. Here we go. Kyle Turner. Oh, here we go. Game on. Andrew Johns is quite short as well, isn't he? Yes. South Sydney currently in 8th spot. The Roosters currently in 11th. Oh, tense. You can feel the intensity, the pressure, everything. Wasted World of Sports, let's go. Get this party started. It is the Roosters with first use of the ball. Kickoff. One of these teams will be gone at the end of this night. Oh, Steph going for the Rabbitohs. Good charge forward there by Nat Butcher. Nat Butcher's been playing very solid in recent weeks. Shakafat says, I just realized they somehow tie and the Raiders and Cowboys lose. They both make it in. Oh, now there's an interesting equation. Imagine if that happened. Go the tie. James Jason Bourne, ahoy. Farsees put a random nose in there. Oh, you know what? I was playing around with the AI earlier, and I put nose beers. I just put nose beers. It was the most horrific thing you've ever seen. Maybe I'll show it at halftime. The Roosters get through their first set. A very solid opening to this game. Now Souths get their chance. Kalamatangi, a big run forward. Almost put him in the multi. Kalamatangi, the big unit. Walker calling runners back on the inside. It's Chee Kam. Fifth and last 40 out here. The Rabbitohs. Cody Walker puts the kick in over the top. It's a great kick. A fantastic first kick of the night from Cody. A real confidence player, as we know. Otherwise, he spits his dummy. Oh! I just had a brilliant idea, and it's much too late to do it. I'll try and make a mental note and remember it for, well, next season after they lose tonight. Big defense in midfield there. Souths keeping the Roosters pinned down here. Fifth and last, well inside their half of the field. The kick from Sam Walker will come 35 out from his own line. And Souths are just ever so slightly on top here in the early stages. The past 5 games at Homebush, have been won by the Rabbitohs. An interesting statistic there. Oh, this game certainly living up to the intensity thus far. I went for the Roosters, assuming any more games at Suncorp. Of course, there's going to be more games at Suncorp. The Broncos will be playing there. Fifth and last, Walker goes high. Or was that Ilias this time? I think that must have been Ilias because it was way too deep. And it's going to be a 7-tackle set now. And oh, Demetrio blowing up Bellamy style in the coach's box. I'm not too sure if the scoreboard's frozen or if there's just nothing been happening. As the first penalty of the night goes to the Roosters. Up inside the 10 there. Overly enthusiastic on defense, were they? Or Cameron Murray just crowding the play the ball area. Hands on ball is the penalty, officially, what it's been deemed. See, that's the problem. The referees used to have very clear hand signals for the rulings back in the day. They need to bring back really clear and obvious hand signals so that the crowd, and more importantly me, knows what's going on, so that I'm not standing here like a great big goof saying there's a penalty to the Roosters. I have no idea what it's for. Now some space down the left-hand side, although the pass is called forward. Oh, the crackdown on the forward passing continues. Occasionally. Sometimes, anyway. But yeah, the pass to Sam Walker. Was that from the Cheese? The Cheese from dummy half. Okay, it probably was forward then. Some space was created. I'm cheering for the tie now as well, Shack of Hearts. I want to see how that plays out. I don't have a horse in the race in this one, but there is one team that I particularly dislike, but I don't really care if they make it. They're no threat. So it would be interesting to see that play out. No, please, no, says Vobsy. It'll be all too much for poor Vobsy. But South's pretty much controlling the field position here in the first 5 minutes. Loose pass here. It's 1-for-1, the errors now. And this will be great field position for the Roosters. Yeah, it'll be a tough Shake of Hearts because I can't imagine the Raiders are going to lose to the Sharks. They haven't in their past 9 or 10 encounters. I can't see how it's going to start this weekend. But it would certainly make for an interesting Sunday afternoon. Going into that game, Tedesco runs on his own. He's got super glue on his hands again tonight, I see. Yeah, but they're playing the Sharks, Farsi. They always win against the Sharks. I mean, I'm not even joking. The Raiders' record against the Sharks is about as impressive as Melbourne's against the Broncos. It's crazy. Smith runs from dummy half. Dummies goes on his own. They're 10 out here. The Roosters, 5th and last. Big open side to the right. And Sam Walker puts the crossfield kick in. That's where they need Tupou. That's where they need Tupou. It's been spilled backward, though, by the Rabbitohs. And opportunistic as ever. Have they come away with a try here? Corey Allen. It's going up as a try, but there's a lot to look at. There's a lot to look at here. Oh, that should be on a t-shirt. There's a lot to look at here. Perfectly placed crossfield kick from Walker. I'm saying there is where they're missing Tupou, but Swally, he got up there, challenges the ball, puts enough pressure on, and it spills out the back. Alex Johnston can't hold on to it. Bobble, down it goes, and Corey Allen, there he is on the spot. An opportunistic try, but a try nonetheless, and the Roosters are up early in this one. What am I getting in trouble for? Saying there's a lot to see here. What did I do? What did I... Try confirmed. And the Roosters are up 4-0. You've got to say, pretty much against the run of play early on. Try time for the Rooster. And it was not any of my guys in the multi, of course. Of course. Oi. 4-0. Oh, you cheeky bugger. I hadn't even thought of that. Great. I love it. That's even more reason for me to make it. Conversion misses. But, and a very important 4 points. Big defense again in midfield. The Rabbitohs, they're certainly aiming up defensively. As I say, I feel like that really was against the run of play somewhat. The mistake from the Rabbitohs got them down there, but they weren't getting down there on their own because the Rabbitohs are defending quite well here in midfield. Fifth and last now. Roosters just shy of the halfway line, though some great post-contact meters there from Wong puts them up to halfway. Walker with the high ball, pressing forward and taking it on the full. There is Blake Taaffe. Bulldogs bound Blake Taaffe, isn't he? Four points to nil, the Roosters. Six again for a ruck infringement, a little bit too slow. And now they've come up with the error on the first tackle of the set restart. An error is made. Oh, that is going to cause some concern. They had just received the six again, and Latrell Mitchell spills the ball on the first go. Did Game Mel stay awake? I think Game Mel might be asleep already. She did very well last night. She made it all the way to the end of the Melbourne Storm game. Vopsy says, I'm sure Sam Burgess is loving this game as the Roosters feed the scrum. Swalihi down the short side. He's taken up around the neck there by, oh, who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? Who's up around the neck but Cody Walker? But it was effective. Might not be entirely legal, but it was effective. And Swalihi drops the ball. And those errors have now just nullified each other. Oh, a cheeky little forearm on the ball there. He was also clearly up around the neck. But Cody Walker, he's forced the error. Jake Ponchi, ahoy there, mate. Blockbuster game we've got in the works here. Farsi says, is Tom Burgess still a rabbit? I thought it was pretty clear cut, Shack of Hearts, to be honest. He was right up around the neck. But anyway, maybe they're a little bit concerned about penalties and send-offs after, I mean, you know what game I'm talking about, right? The send-off fest that happened between these two teams. Fifth and last now, the Rabbitohs, can they strike back? 20 out. Cook goes on the short side to Murray. He's got Walker. Walker double pumps and runs it to the line. And he is caught on tackle 5. And he must give the ball up. Oh, Jake Ponchi, you're at the stadium today. Very nice. How's the atmosphere? Electric. Oh, God, what's happened? What have I done? Oh, God, I've accidentally switched to Netflix. Oh, this is no good. I'm glad I've got my secondary screen over here. My backup screen. I've accidentally switched over to Netflix. Somehow. I don't know how I've even managed that. All right, there we go. I'm back. The Roosters are running it here on tackle 4. There was space out wide, but Billy Smith cuts back in field, goes on his own. Fifth and last on halfway. Walker puts it high into the corner. Well, sort of to the corner. I think we know what that's all about, Jake. Just me being my typical cheeky self. Now space for Rabbitohs down the right-hand edge. One to beat. Tedesco holds on. He puts Thompson down. Look at the gaps, though, in this defensive line. If they get the ball out there early enough, the Rabbits. Walker tries the grubber kick. Oh, but Sam Walker taps it down and dives on the loose ball. And in the battle of the Walkers in midfield there, that is 1 to Sam. Solid desperation defense. And now a penalty on the back of it. This one's called a high shot. Interesting. High contact. Cody Walker. The kick was read perfectly by Sam Walker. Tidied it up at the back. 1-0 to Walker S in the battle tonight. And now check out this field position for the Roosters. 30 metres out from the Rabbitohs line. Can they extend their lead? Victor, the inflictor, with a big draw. What the hell is happening? Everyone's standing up and clapping. Oh, okay. It's the, I think it's still the Kyle Turner thing. Tackle 3. Oh, Tedesco with the short, flat pass, and it's lost forward. That pass was never on, I've got to say. Although, captain's challenge. Oh, this is a big, big challenge early from the Rooster. This is a massive challenge. Tedesco's gone for the double pump. Short pass. It's into the... Oh, it's hit the hip of Campbell Graham. We need a better camera angle than this, of course, but it looks like it might have gone bang into the hip of Campbell Graham. Has Butcher even got a hand to it? No. This might be the most miraculous captain's challenge of all time. Well, that's stretching it just a little bit, isn't it? Just a wee bit. But this looks like it's come off the hip of Campbell Graham. It has not been touched by Butcher. And you know what they say, hips don't lie. Now, if this is ruled inconclusive, the Roosters will, at the very least, retain their challenge. So they, yes. No clear evidence. No clear evidence at all. So it's not going to be overturned, but the Roosters retain their challenge. Geez, I thought it was pretty clear cut that it was square off the hip. Scrum down for the Rabbitohs. They hold on. Both teams with a miserable completion rate so far tonight. South's even more so, 63%. Bringing it out of their own end now. Jai Arrow. A big run forward. Cameron Murray. Oh, look at him. Courageous as always, Cameron Murray. Captain Courageous. He's all bandaged up already, and he's still out there. Penalty to the Rabbitohs now. Here's a chance for them to get out of their own end and put the pressure back on. Jake Ponce asks, what's my favourite food? What an unusual time to be asking such a question. I mean, I'm a big fan of Korean Korean fried chicken. Boneless. Variety of sauces. Although I'd have to say maybe my absolute favorite, dinner guan. Dinner guan. All right, that gets my vote. All of it, says Michelle. What's my favorite color? Am I allowed to say black? Because, you know, some people get smart and go, black's not a color, it's neutral. As the Rabbitohs go close to the line and literally having his face rubbed in the ground here. He's very hurt. 2 meters out from the line, and the young fella he's had his face smacked into the dirt. And he doesn't look healthy. It was a great tackle. Oh, he's gone face first. That was Blake Taaffe. Oh, into the knee. Straight into the knee. And that is definitely a HIA. And I'm not entirely sure that he will pass this. And the Rabbitohs could be without a fullback. It's bruising already. He looks very confused, poor Blake Taaffe. Okay, so who is going to go to fullback for the Rabbitohs now? That is the important question. They're already down Latrell Mitchell. Now Blake Taaffe is out. Who is going to fill in at the fullback? Jai Arrow, perhaps? The kick crossfield has been lost by the Roosters. Who's come away with it? Roosters ball still, I think. And they're driven back in goal. It will be a goal line dropout. No, it's off Souths. Knocked back initially there by the Roosters. Picked up and driven back in goal. So it should be a goal line dropout. Keary, put it deep. He goes short. Oh. Put it deep. Oh, God. Now, there's a shirt that could cause some concern. Farsi. Don't worry about the other one. Let's not release a put it deep t-shirt. Blake Lyons, ahoy, mate. Will reckons Dylan Walker will play fullback. I can't imagine that somehow. Straight through goes Cameron Murray. The short ball puts Cameron Murray into space, and oh my God, I can't believe I didn't have him in my multi. This is a game that is custom made for Cameron Murray. And there he is again. The short pass from Cook. A humongous hole. And Cameron Murray, Captain Courageous, levels the scores up temporarily because it's right beside the posts. And the Rabbitohs are about to take the lead. A quarter of this game gone. Blake Lyons asked why I didn't live stream the last game. Easy. I was asleep and didn't want to. I had a choice to get up and stream the last game, which I knew was going to be a miserable old game, or sleep some more and be extra energetic for this one. I chose to be extra energetic for this one. As Ilias converts from right beside the posts, and the Rabbitohs have gone into the lead, 6 points to 4. Cameron Murray, I can't believe I didn't have him in my multi. What a goof. You should always have Cameron Murray in your multi. Back underway we go. Rabbitohs with the lead. 19 minutes to go until the halftime break. It's all right, Fobsy. Hang in there, mate. Long way to go in this one. Long way. We knew it was going to be a tough game. Viking Axe, welcome back, mate, as the Rabbitohs run out of territory. Cook from dummy half, stepping, weaving. He's had a solid game, Damien Cook. Somebody brought that up a little earlier in the chat room as well. Cook has been immense tonight. Now this kick, it's been allowed to bounce. Oh, that's stupidity of the highest order right there. It's been allowed to bounce, and now racing through, but inside the 10, and they get away with it. The boos rain out across the stadium, and they get away with that. The Roosters, oh, that was crazy. Letting that ball bounce. What were you thinking, mate? And the kick into touch has made all of 2 meters. Big defense there from the Rabbitohs. They're a little bit fired up now after that call. Spreading it through the hands. He's got a chance to make amends now. I don't even know how to pronounce this guy's name. In midfield, Billy Smith. He's always threatening when he runs. Now the cheese. The other Smith. Immortal War for Hoy, mate. Go Rabbitohs. 5th and last. 25 out. Walker puts it high. How's the chase? Tedesco's flying through. But Alex Johnston stands firm in the face of that assault and takes the ball. I'm not even sure Tedesco was realistically challenging for that ball. He went flying through. He was like a missile, Tedesco. I feel like Stephanie's about to do some Shannon Knoll karaoke in the chat room. I'd be in for that. Karaoke. Why am I dancing? Dancing's not karaoke. Karaoke in the Discord afterwards. 5th and last, the Rabbitohs put it down into Roosters territory. Swally, he returns it. Al Urus, ahoy mate, welcome back. Glory, glory, glory. South Sydney, indeed. Tackle 3 here. Roosters, 6 points to 4. This game has been about as intense and close as we thought it would be. Living up to expectations so far. Tedesco with the flat pass in midfield. 5th and last, Walker puts it high again. No pressure on the kick chase, but they keep a solid wall, a line of defense. And the Rabbitohs just pinned down inside their own 20-metre line here. Or just a 30-metre line, I should say. I probably should, because that's more accurate. Viking Axe reckons Lindsay Collins, first try scorer in the second half. We've got the first half to get through first as Cody Walker floats the Harbour Bridge pass over to Tass. And Tass is taken in a great legs tackle. No real damage done here for the Rooster. Fifth and last. Here they go. 35 out. Ilias This is a much better kick from Ilias. The chase is good as well. Pressure on Tedesco at the back. And Tedesco jumps, claims it. Tries to get the penalty off Cody. Can't do it. But now, some space for the Roosters on the right-hand edge. And a great covering tackle from Ilias. Shuts them down. Now Billy Smith running across field. Looking to link up. Does. Nowhere to go for Wong, though, so he offloads. And Billy Smith involved again on the wraparound. Just inside Rabbitohs territory now. Flat pass from Walker. I'm surprised that one wasn't called forward. Sam Walker, that is. Fifth and last 40 out. Walker with the high ball. The chase. They're flying through again here, the Roosters. Up goes Johnston. And it's been an escort penalty. Oh, take the two. 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 An escort penalty in favour of the Roosters. Surely you take the two here. Oh, and wouldn't you know, it's Cody Walker giving the penalty away. Wouldn't you know it? Take the two. Make it 6 points all. Look at how well it worked out for the Broncos the other night. Take the two. Here comes the kicking tears out onto the field. Geez, I've got to say, that was actually a really, really harsh call against Cody Walker there. He always had eyes for the ball. That was a rough call. Yeah, that was kind of a rough call. I'm just watching it on the replay over here. See, I've got a secondary screen over here. He's always got eyes for the ball there, Cody Walker. Wow. He's taken the two, and we are all square again. 13 and a half minutes to go until the halftime. No, that's probably... Yeah, obviously he does get away with a lot. I felt like that one was a little harsh, though, in fairness. Yeah, so I've actually got a secondary screen over here, so I can... And it's purposely running slightly behind my main screen so that I can have a cheeky look over and suss out replays whenever I need to. Wow, that was a big call, but it has drawn these scores level. Referee calls held. We'll have to go back here for Butcher to play it. 30 out from their own line here, the Rooster. Will said something earlier, Steph, actually, and then he retracted it. I wonder what it was. And then I haven't seen his name pop up again since the retracted message. Fifth and last, Walker. Walker Sam, that is. Puts it high. Taken by Johnston. Good field position here to start the set for the Rabbitohs. Tackle 2, 40 metres out from their own line. I would say neither team has really gained ascendancy. Oh, he was confessing his love for Matt Lodge. Fair enough then. I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't have a secret love for Matt Lodge? Quick ball there from Cook from dummy half to Duncan. Fifth and last now. Rabbitohs striking distance again here with the kick. On the short side, Walker just plugs it in over the top. Pressure on Swally. He takes it well. Oh, and then a second effort there by Tass. Can we send out a welfare check on Will? Shack of Hearts, you don't have a secret crush on Matt Lodge? No? You're one of the few, my friend. One of the few. As the Cheese fires a cutout pass. And that has just put them in a shocking position. Brendan Smith. Jake Ponchi says, Dan, I'm going to make a team for the Shark, including recruiting other players. Is that okay? Sure. We need some recruiting. We need some big-time recruitment. Some middle forwards. Can we have some middle forwards, Jake? I think that's where the Sharks are really lacking, is in the middle forwards. I would love... yeah, Cam McInnes is going all right this season. Anyway, that's a conversation for another time. I've got to concentrate on this game. This one here. 6-all. A blockbuster in the making. We talked it up all week, didn't we? So I'm glad it's living up to expectations so far. And we haven't jinxed it yet. It so far remains unjinxed. 6 more tackles now for the Rabbitohs. Again, another 6. It's all right, Shack of Hearts. It's kind of a running joke here at the Waste of Water Sports. Like, take the 2. Everyone loves Matt Lodge. Everybody loves Matt Lodge. It's ongoing. It's going to be an ongoing thing. Roosters get the ball. Oh, that's huge. There had just been a set restart. It's all right, Shack of Hearts, mate. We're only joking. Secretly, I don't think anyone truly likes Matt Lodge. It's just something to have fun with, isn't it? Big tackle there. Out wide by the Rabbitohs, forcing the mistake. That is a massive tackle. And the Roosters just cannot get out of their territory. They're either making silly mistakes of their own or the mistakes are forced. Such as this one, a huge hit has been put on. Oh, that was massive. Massive. And with 7.5 minutes to go, they must hold on here, the Roosters. They've done the hard yards. They've hit back. Oh, was that Thompson who put the hit in? Blake Taaffe ruled out. There we go. Blake Taaffe ruled out. It looked like he was going to fail his HIA for sure. Oh, and now in midfield, a simple spelt ball. Tallis, Duncan. That's what you get for having the name Tallis, I dare say. Sorry if anyone in the chat room is actually legitimately named Tallis, and I've just completely taken the bollocks out of your name. Ah, he's had a cheeky, he's angry with himself too, as he should be. He's had a cheeky look up at the defensive line. And both teams, really at the moment, both teams just guilty of some very simple errors. And neither side able to gain any real ongoing ascendancy. Do we know anyone called Tallis, Michelle? I mean, their first name. Oh, the Cheese has just been bulldozed in midfield. Souths are putting in some massive, massive hits here tonight. It must be said, defensively, they have really aimed up. Fifth and last, and it's Carey with the kick this time over the head of Thompson. It bounces. He's in the end goal as he collects it, and that's a huge tackle. Almost driving him back into the end goal, but they are keeping them pinned down. Dan, are you going to stream the T20 at 2 a.m.? Do I even need to answer that question? It's not even it's just a pointless series against South Africa, isn't it? It's not even meaningful in any way. So no, absolutely not. I feel like we should know someone called Tallis. Yeah, absolutely, Vopsy. I mean, look, I'll probably be up at 2 a.m., but I dare say I won't be watching the cricket. Roosters here in great field position. They did well. They aimed up defensively. And now Tedesco spreading it out wide to the right. Swelly, he slips over. Oh, Cody Walker with a cheap shot. Second effort. Goes unpunished. That was completely uncalled for. No, it's just meaningless because it means nothing. It's just a random series. It's cricket for the sake of having cricket. I wouldn't care who was playing it. Carey puts the kick in across field. It's tapped back infield. Lost forward by the Rabbitohs. Lost forward by the Rabbits. Lost forward by South Sydney. And this is going to be Roosters' ball. Jeez, that's gone forward, surely. Off the Roosters. No, well, the motion's backwards. Scrum down for the Roosters, though. 3 minutes to go till the break. Can they break the deadlock? Carey to Tedesco. Tedesco dummies, goes on his own. Tedesco, centimetre short from the line. Oh, James Jason, I nearly went unders as well. I really considered bringing unders into my multi. But then I looked at all the try scorers I had and went, maybe not. Keeping it alive here. Roosters, Sam Walker, caught. To the left of the post they are. Ted out. The Cheese out to the right. Tedesco's got it again, and again he steps in field and goes on his own. Tedesco pops the pass back. It's still a live ball. Charging towards the line now. Terrell May. Close. A couple of tackles left. Sam Walker steps inside, passes out wide, and they have butchered this try. I don't think that's a try. Polgar, no try. He's not having the greatest of nights out here. Seen it live, I thought, no try. It did not look convincing at all. But my God! Oh, we have to take it all back. We've all been made fools of. We have all been made complete and total fools of because this is a try. Unbelievable. It looked horrible live. Seeing it live, I thought there was absolutely no chance that he has scored that. Absolutely incredible. And Vopsy is loving it. Sam Walker, take a bow. Try time, Roosters. A minute and a half to go until half time. Shack of Hearts, they all celebrate like they've scored the try. That's the problem. Porky pies are very common from these NRL stars. From the sideline, it's hooking around, it's hooking around, it's hooking way too much. And 0 from 2 tonight. Swalihi. But the Roosters, importantly, lead 10 points to 6. Sam Walker, though, take a bow. He created that. And a great finish from Poga. Back underway. The Roosters just have to navigate another minute. Jake Ponchi, you're finished with the theoretical Sharks team. I'll check it out at halftime. Halftime, 30 seconds away. And we will suss that out. What? Michelle, why am I being yelled at? Oh, like I didn't just do it, for Christ's sake. Jesus. Besides Michelle, priority answering in the chat goes to channel members. So fall back in line. Back in line. Oh, he's thrown it over the dead ball line. Are you allowed to do that? You can toss it over the dead ball line, but not the sideline, apparently. Doggo, ahoy there. You bet your kidney for the Rabbits. One less kidney, one less bet. Ah, well, we don't need kidneys. Oh, James Jason Bourne, chicken schnitzel with smoked salmon. And melted cheeses. Very nice. Cheeses. I like that. I love that answer. Cheeses. Not just one, multiple. Yes, Michelle, and priority answering goes to channel members. Get with the program. I know you've been gone a while. And you made your epic return last week for the Broncos Raiders game. I don't have to answer every chat. Priority goes to channel members. Priority goes to those with the badge next to their name. Come on. You get over it. You're the one that keeps going on about it. God damn it, you're lucky you're not here. I would, well, do nothing. Will says, I was watching Danica when you were saying words like smoke and melting. Smoked and melting cheese. Oh, of course you don't need a badge. Of course you don't need a badge. All right. Well, let's appease Michelle and check out Jake's Sharks team. So here is a fantasy, I guess you would say, fantasy Sharks team as picked by Jake Ponchi. Now this, I believe, the qualifiers are, well, I don't know. There's obviously no salary cap. I'm assuming there'd be no salary cap in this. And players who are currently on contract to other clubs are fair game. All right, so Jake has gone fullback, Nico Hines. Okay, Connor Tracy and Will Kennedy have probably got something to say about that. But yes, okay, Hines was a quality fullback at the Melbourne Storm, wasn't he? Wingers, Mulatalo and Graham. Not Wade Graham. Which Graham are you talking about as a winger? Surely not Wade Graham. That's got to be Campbell Graham, right? That has to be Campbell Graham. Centers, Jesse Ramian. Okay. Matt Moylan. You want to play Matt Moylan, who's got the worst defense in the entire NRL, and you want him at center? Okay. Sorry, Jake, but you lost me there. Halves, Connor Tracy and Ezra Mam. Not bad. I'd probably have keep Will Kennedy at the back, have Hines. I'd take Ezra Mam at the Sharks for sure. I would very happily have Ezra Mam at the Sharks. Props, JHG, Royce Hunt. I like that we're retaining Royce Hunt. Second rows, Brown, Aitken, Locke, Bateman. Yeah, I can't go along with Moylan in the centres. That would be a disaster. Some interesting calls there, Jake. Some very interesting calls. Matt Moylan in the centres would, in my opinion, be an absolute disaster, but I can happily go along with most of the rest of that. No, Moylan's not a sub. Moylan's going to Super League. Moylan's contract has been sold to the English Super League. Matt Moylan should be nowhere near any NRL squad. Reese now at centre. Oh, come on. Can we stop? Can we please stop now? Jake, can we please have a centre that can tackle? Reese Walsh can't tackle either. You're replacing the worst defender in the NRL with the second worst defender in the NRL. I realise Reese Walsh would bring a lot of X factor on attack, but you need somebody in the centres who can actually tackle. Obi, ahoy there, mate. How are you going? All right, Waste World of Sports, 10 points to 6 in favour of the Rooster. Doggo says we need dogs to play soccer. It'd be funny as hell. I'm fairly certain that's happened. Vobsy says Moylan should go to the Broncos. Yes! Yes! Yes, let's send Matt Moylan to the Broncos. And we'll take... I don't know who any of the Broncos centres are. We'll take Katoni Staggs for Matt Moylan. Yes! All right, Waste World of Sports. I've got to have a quick break for half time. 10 points to 6 here in favour of the Roosters. I'll be back after a quick break to talk about what we saw in the first half and what we might expect in the second. What the hell is going on there? Keep your filthy hands off the Broncos, says Will. Will, that's a fair trade. Hey, you realise that we, the Sharks, we got Matt Moylan. Oh, the most ridiculous. I understand that Maloney wanted out. Maloney wanted to leave. I completely understand that Maloney wanted to leave. But honestly, whoever made the decision to trade Maloney to the Panthers for Matt Moylan should be sacked immediately. Immediately. I know, right? That's what I was saying earlier, James Jason. I kind of wore this because I kind of ran out of things to wear. And I'm like, hey, I like it. I don't think I would have the confidence to wear it out because it's very hugging. On camera though, I like it. All right, Wasted Water Sports, be back after this. All right. Stephanie, stay funny. Steph says Will may not be on here much anymore unless I'm... Oh, she's talking to Will. Welcome back, Drew Richardson. How are you doing, mate? Michelle asks, why isn't Latrell playing? Why isn't Latrell playing? Is he injured? Yeah, because they wouldn't... I don't think they would rest him on purpose, would they? There's got to be some sort of niggle, some sort of injury there, keeping him out. Dan, can you tell a fantasy team? Oh, he's suspended. There you go. Thank you. Shack of Hearts, our stats man in the back. I think I just awarded a goal. I was giving Shack of Hearts, our stats man in the back, the double point. Like, good job, mate. But I've just realised I've actually given a goal to somebody. 6 points for you, Shack of Hearts. Well done. Donald Morey, go the Bunnies. Goroka, PNG. Jaco Robertson, ahoy, mate. Welcome back. How are you doing? Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm so excited for the Rugby World Cup. So excited. I can't wait for the Rugby World Cup to begin. It is going to be the most fabulous thing. Drew Richardson says, sorry, went crazy. Who did? When? Jake Ponchi says, would you like a Big Mac, Dan, mate? No, thank you. Extra cheese. Still no. Still no. I'll have... I mean, don't get me wrong. I love burgers. Just not Macca's burgers. I love grilled, I like. Five Boroughs. There's a place near me called Five Boroughs, Real American Burgers. Now that is the bollocks. Yes, or I prefer to make my own. James Jason Bourne says, just wear a beret with that shirt, Dan, and grow a moustache. What do you mean by grow a moustache? Like, shave the rest off and just have the moustache, or... I'm just wondering what you mean by that. Doggo is going crazy. It's all the talk about chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets send dogs crazy. They say that dogs go wacko for schmackos. No. Dogs go wacko for the nuggies. So does our friend Taaffe. Michelle. Taffe's all about the nuggies. So Jake Ponchi asks, would I like Adokar and the hammer in the Sharks? No, Josh Adokar, honestly, is a bit of a defensive liability. He's always coming way too far in off his wing. A case in point would be the final. There's Latrell in the crowd. A case in point would be the Suncorp Stadium final, where Nathan Cleary caught the Fox way too far infield, put the kick across field for Stephen Crichton to take it, plant it down in the corner. Yeah, Fox just caught out defensively a lot, is the Fox. I actually personally would not want him in my team. The Knee Crumbler, ahoy mate. How you doing? Teams coming back out onto the field for the second half. A blockbuster second half that we have in the making for sure. Jake Ponchi says KFC, Oporto, or Macca's. Oporto. If I had to choose. If I have to choose between those three, a triple Bondi burger. Triple Bondi with extra cheese. Take me now. $10 points to 6. Roosters in the lead. Second half about to get underway. And we are off and running. Second half here. Cody Walker takes the kickoff. And a big charge upfield from Sele. Jai Arrow now with the second hit up. Mr. Ed's dead. Ahoy. You're watching how it's made. And they are on White Castle Burgers. Oh, Harold and Kumar went to White Castle once. What a journey that was. We don't have White Castle here. Mel says, love Deportos in Sydney, but don't have it in New Zealand. I'll send one across. It might be inedible by the time it gets there. I wonder if that'd even pass through customs. I doubt it. Random Oporto burgers. Oh, dear God. Offload here for the Roosters. The cheese has got it. Five guys, 5 burrows, 5 dogs. 5 dogs is also a great late night option around my area here. There is something about 5, isn't there? Sounds like a party. Is there going to be a Sunny Coast party? Wasted Water Sports live from the Sunshine Coast featuring Will, Stephanie, Stay Funny Steph, and Mel. Sounds glorious. And all we do is just eat burgers. Jake Ponchi has changed his name to the Burgers and Nuggets guy. We try and commentate on the game while scoffing burgers. Rabbitohs have the first opportunity here in the second half. 35 out from the Roosters line. Oh, there we go. Hey, James Jason, rather than doing a shot, every super chat equals a shot. Every super chat equals I devour a slider. Now, there is something I could get behind. By the 2025 NRL season, I might look like Yokozuna, but I could get behind that. Oh, Cody Walker, has he hurt himself? Cody Walker's fallen awkwardly. He seems okay, though. Oh, yes, he's immediately had a grab at his ankle there. Nothing in it. Play on. 5th and last. Ilias puts the kick up. It's perfectly placed. Swalihi has taken it. And it's a penalty now because he's been taken out in the air. And now it's flaring up. Oh, you just get the feeling the Roosters, every time they hold on, the Rabbitohs, you've got some fiery players there in the Rabbitohs squad. Taken in the air, Swalihi clearly. And it's just starting to get a little bit fiery out there as this game gets closer to its end. Catch you later, Gamer Mel. See you in the finals. Roosters out of territory now. Oh, Carey puts into space. Sorry, I moved too far away from the microphone. Tedesco's over. James Tedesco has scored. And we finally have a tick off the multi. Tedesco has scored and the Roosters extend their lead. We have got a tick off the multi. James Tedesco. The pass from Carey put Poga into space. Pass back in field to Tedesco, and he beats 3, and he's over the line. James Tedesco. The Roosters, 14 points to 6, the kick to come. They're about to have a 10-point lead. Does he get it down? Does he get it down? Yes, he does. Oh, the try is good. Try confirmed. James Jason says that would be my theme song if I was in the WWE. What? Hang on, which song? I missed something. What have I missed? I want to know what song it is now. James Tedesco. The big players step up in the big moments. And James Tedesco has scored the try. And the Roosters are still a long way to go. Still a long way to go, but they've got one foot over the line. Back underway we go. Keary takes it. Needs a runner. He's got one. Big unit there. Who is that? Terrell May, I think it was. Now Cheese from dummy half. Big set of 6 here from the Roosters. 30 metres out now. Sam Walker puts it high. How's the chase? The chase is good from Billy Smith. Oh, he retreats though. Billy Smith, he must have been offside. He took himself out of play. And the Rabbitohs come away with it. Completely unchallenged in the end. Roosters, though, on top here. Now they've got numbers. Walker to Graham. Graham cuts back in field. Over halfway on tackle 4. Oh, there's Blake Taaffe. A very forlorn looking Blake Taaffe. Whoops. Spillage. Oh, that should be a t-shirt. Spillage. 5th and last, the ball goes high. Swally up above everybody and takes it. Ah, James Jason, you are so needy. Stop it. Jake Ponchi says, can you make a poll? Should Jake Ponchi change his name? No. Absolutely not. Straight down the throat of Alex Johnston. And Johnston returns it into contact. $10 points the difference. 31 minutes to go. Flat pass from dummy half there by Damien Cook. Lena Mini Malabag, 32-12 Rooster. Bold prediction. And welcome along there, Lena. Cook with Walker cutting back in field. And the penalty. The penalty to the Rabbitohs. Sam Walker's blowing up here. He wants a challenge. He wants a challenge. He is appealing for a challenge here, Sam Walker. It's too late to challenge now. Tedesco's arguing with the referee. It stays a penalty to the Rabbitohs. I still don't know what the penalty was for. But here's a chance for Souths. 10 metres out from the line. That's a big charge forward. Big run from Sele. 2 metres out from the line here with many tackles up their sleeve. Elias to Walker. Walker throws the pass over the sideline. Oh, where's the dummy? Where's the dummy? Because I'm sure it's flown off somewhere. I'm sure it's flown off somewhere now. Cody Walker, that is a big mistake. The pass out the back to John Cena. And it goes to ground. And over the sideline, and the Roosters survive. And it's all falling apart for the Rabbitohs. Where is it? Where is it? Look for it. Where's the dummy? It's been well and truly spat. And that is good signs for the Roosters faithful. Because we know how quickly things fall to pieces for the Rabbitohs when Cody Walker is off his game. The Rose. The old Rose. James Jason Bourne says, Speedwagon, There's Something Missing is a great love song. Oh, that's a huge hit from Carey on Alex Johnston. What a mismatch, but Carey has come away on top. What a massive hit. He has dropped him. That was immense. Up towards the 40-metre line go the Rabbitohs. The second half has really seen a majority of it so far spent down in Rabbitohs territory. The Roosters have really stepped up. The Rabbitohs at the moment failing to go with them. Fifth and last. Here's Ilias in midfield. 40 out, puts it high. No pressure on the kick chase. And Swalihi takes it. Nowhere to go, really. But importantly, it is Roosters' ball. Well, time off here. The referee's blown his whistle. Tedesco's blowing up. I've never seen Teddy get this emotional before. He is just firing up at every whistle. Oh no, no commentator's curse. No commentator's curse. .26.5 minutes to go. 10 points the difference. There is still plenty of time. And now's a penalty to Souths. Here they come. South Sydney have just been piggybacked into Roosters territory. And here we go. .40 out from the line, full set of 6. Still nervous moments for both teams. Still a huge finish expected in this game. This one is not over by any stretch of the imagination. To the line, Cameron Murray, Captain Courageous. Oh, he is a unit. You'd have him in your team in a heartbeat. Souths now. Oh, the ball spills out. No, he's held onto it. Tackle 4. They're inside the 10. Walker to Johnston. Feeding it through the back line. And in there to screw it up is Chee Kam. You don't want a forward in the back line at a moment like that. Fifth and last crossfield kick from Walker. It's taken by the Rabbitohs. Pass back and the Roosters will dive on it. And it's Roosters' ball. The Roosters hold on. Rabbitohs are challenging. Rabbitohs challenging the knock on. successful challenge for the Bunnies, and they are going to have a full set of 6 here attacking the Roosters line. Oh dear. Here is a big opportunity for South Sydney to get back into this contest. Scrum down, 10 out. Here they go. To the left, Ilias cutting back in field is Cody Walker. 5 out from the line. 6 again called. Cameron Murray is picked up and dumped in a huge tackle by the Cheese, and Cheese is all over him. He's letting him know about it, gives him a shove in the face, and gives away another 6 again. But it doesn't matter. He was letting him know all about that domination. Still 2 out from the line. Cook. Inside runner is Totola. They're 2 out still. Cook to Walker. Walker runs the line. Out the back to Chee Kam. Chee Kam will score. Chee Kam will score. Has he got it down? Chee Kam scores. I was blowing up about him being in the back line earlier. He's made amends this time. The Rabbitohs are back in it. And unfortunately for me, it didn't go one pass further out and get another tick off my multi. Because waiting out there were more from my multi. Jason Demetriou is a very nervous man right now, says Shack of Hearts. I should imagine both coaches are extremely nervous right about now. Oh, has he put it down? Has he got it? Yes, he's got it down. I dare say he's got that down. He's fallen short, but then momentum slides him across the line, and that, I would say, is a fair try. Try confirmed. 16-10, kick to come. Oh, we are in for a finish and a half, are we not? This game is living up to all expectations. Ilias with the conversion attempt. It's hooking back. It's hooking back. It's over. It's 16 points to 12. And suddenly the Rabbitohs with a second life. Oh boy. This game living up to expectation for sure. It has been fabulous thus far. And we are in for a grandstand finish. Tedesco gets us back underway. I would say, Vopsy, I would say that the piggyback penalties and the 6 agains have done wonders for Souths. I don't have that much power. I'm a very small YouTube channel. I don't have the power of the commentator's curse. Oh, Nuggets and Burgers boy, welcome along. Yes, we've never seen you before under another name. Welcome. I hope that you enjoy your time here. It should be good. There's a Jake Ponchi that's also enjoyed his time here. Maybe you know him. Stop being sarcastic. Stop shouting at me. Don't shout at the man with the microphone. Welcome along there, Mike's from PNG. How many of you are there? Mike's from PNG. Welcome along, the multiple Mikes from Papua New Guinea. Tedesco gets up and goes again for the Roosters. Ilias goes for the one-on-one strip. Can't do it. Fifth and last, they're into Rabbitohs territory. 43 metres gained off that. Michelle says, Dan, they are trying to marry me off to Jason. Oh, but don't they realise that you're already married to Heel Fries? All right, I'm going to go lock my door because she's definitely coming around to smack me over that one. Tackle 3 here for the Rabbitohs. Up towards halfway, over halfway now. Fifth and last, they're on the attack again here. The Rabbitohs have gone up again. Walker, Cody puts the kick in behind, and they have to play at it here. The Roosters fending off, fighting. Can't get out of the field of play. That was an impressive effort nonetheless. Corey Allen nearly did it, but it's going to be a goal line dropout. Oh, and Victor Radley is busted open again. What an unusual sight. Victor Radley is just bursted out blood. Obi, ahoy there. Welcome back, mate. There is still, by the way, 19 and a half minutes to go in this game. Short dropout has not gone the 10, and here is an absolute gift. Take the 2. 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 An absolute gift if they want it here, the Rabbitohs. It's probably not really worth their time taking the 2. I just thought it would be a laugh. And it gives me an opportunity to promote the shirts. Big set of 6 incoming here. This could be game defining. There's still a long way to go, but this could really sort things out. The Rabbitohs could retake the lead, or the Roosters make a huge statement in defense. Ilias gets himself caught up, has to backtrack, retreats, loses some meters there. The Roosters holding on. Tackle 4. 10 out. Cook from dummy half. There's space. Cook, he's got support. Cameron Murray. Oh, he's close, Cameron Murray. Centimetre short. Fifth and last. They race up out of the line on Walker, and they shut down Cody Walker. Oh, he's been sacked at the back. Sam Walker has been dominating Cody Walker tonight. And he has raced up out of the line, and he has quarterback sacked Cody. That is a huge play from Sammy Walker. Oh, what a massive finals-bound footy play. That was a huge tackle. Oh, no! And from the play the ball, Billy Smith, they are just destroying themselves here, the Roosters. Billy Smith has had such a great season. Another great game tonight. And then he's gone and made a monumental balls up right there. Oh, that's a huge error. A big mistake. Keary is trying to fire up the troops, saying, look, we can do it. We can defend this. It's all good. The Rabbitohs, 16 and a half minutes to go. More pressure. 20 out from the line. A full set of 6. Murray, 10 out on tackle 3. Cook runs it to the line, and they've spilled the ball, the Rabbitohs. Oh, the Rabbitohs have just bollocksed it up as well. Nobody wants to win this game. It's one of those tight tussles. Nobody wants to win. The pressure and intensity of this moment, of this game, forcing both teams into some uncharacteristic mistakes. Oh, and that's huge. A huge, huge let-off for the Rooster. Go, Rabbitohs, go, says Mr. Ed's dead. Fifth and last, they're inside their own half here. Sam Walker puts a big looping kick up. It's falling, it's falling. It bounces away from Alex Johnston. It's going towards the sideline. 40-20 is on, but it's been picked up by Thompson. That's worked out very well for the Rooster, though. Souths have to bring it out of territory. 20 out from their own line. 15 minutes to go. Oh, you just feel like we're in for something special tonight. There are lots of twists and turns left in this game. 15 minutes to go. Still so long left. .30 out from their own line here, South. Shaq Mitchell with the hit up on the 5th and last. Cook back to Ilias. Ilias from inside the 40. Tedesco takes it on the full. Dummies. Goes on his own. Tedesco. He's caught slightly high by Graham. Appealing, but nothing doing. Swalehi gets around Damien Cook. Runs into Cody Walker. He's taken down. 40 out on tackle 2. They're up over halfway now. This is great from the Roosters. They're inside Rabbitohs territory. 14 minutes to go. Some tackles up their sleeve. .35 out. Carey runs it to the line. Out the back, Tedesco. Back on the inside goes Billy Smith. It opens up. And he's taken down in a try-saving effort. 10 out from the line. Tackle 5, front foot ball. Carey now puts the grubber kick in. It's way too heavy. Way too heavy. Carey. Trent Robinson can only sit up in the coach's box and shake his head. They've given away a 7-tackle set. It was on there for all money. The kick was way too heavy. Oh, Carey, for all the good stuff that he's done tonight, that was a shocker. Solid defense in midfield by Collins. Drilling the Rabbitohs backwards. Walker now to Arrow. Arrow cuts back in field and is taken just in the Roosters' side of halfway on tackle 4. This game is so delicately balanced. They've kicked on tackle 4 in behind Tedesco. It bounces. It pops up for him and Tedesco returns it. They're trapped here though, the Roosters inside their own 10. Oh, from dummy half goes Billy Smith. He fooled everybody. And that is some precious, precious meters for the Roosters. Marching upfield, out of territory, no mistakes. That's the name of the game. The Roosters 16, Rabbitohs 12. Oh, there's no mistakes. That's a shocker of a pass. And they've got away with it. They've got away with absolute murder there. Has Keary been taking steroids? Keary offloads to Swalehi. Swalehi in space. He's taken high. That is surely a penalty. No penalty incoming. 5th and last. Down the short side they go. Sam Walker puts the kick in. It's loose at the back. Keary goes for it. Jaira's got it, and the Rabbitohs, so much is happening here, and the Rabbitohs are taking in goal. Has Luke Keary been taking steroids? He's putting in big hits, and look at him just strong arm a guy about 17 times the size of him. Luke Keary is having an absolute blinder of a game. Talk about punching above your weight all night long, and they get the result in the end goal as well. Luke Keary has been pumping those irons big time. Rabbitohs, the dropout. It's not short, it's not deep, it's just there. I don't know, Vopsy. I have no idea how that was not a high shot on Swalihi. No idea. That could have been a gift 2 points to push the Roosters out to a converted try lead. Oh, thank you, James Jason. Thank you. Telegraphing that play was Sam Walker. 2 meters out from the line. Tackle 3, Collins. Now Keary again gets on the outside. Passes a little too early to Tedesco. But Billy Smith beats one. And he scores in the corner. Billy Smith. That is a huge, huge moment. Oh, James Jason, I'm totally on board. I was hoping somebody would. And you came through big time. As Billy Smith makes amends for his error earlier and scores in the corner straight through Campbell Graham. Campbell Graham has only missed one tackle all season long, and it's come at the worst possible time for the Rabbitohs. He's nearly taken security's head off. Oh my God, that security guard is not happy at all with Billy Smith in his try celebrations. Check out the replay. Billy Smith's try celebrations. He has nearly completely wiped out the security guard, and the security guard is so angry. He can't believe it. He's like, you just threw the ball at me. Oh, that's the greatest thing I've ever seen. Security is now going for Souths. For sure. Oh, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen. A couple of big missed tackles there. Whoever it was that raced out, somebody raced up out of the line to try and put the hit on Keary. They missed. And then Campbell Graham. Unbelievable. Campbell Graham has not missed a tackle all season long. And he misses one with 9 minutes to go with the game on the line. Unbelievable. Swalihi, 2 from 4 tonight. He's had some practice from out here, and he misses it again. Hooks it. 20 points to 12. What could the score have been if Swalihi had his kicking boots on? It would have been 26-12. And at 26-12, with 8 minutes 50 to go, they're looking very comfortable, the Roosters, sorry. But with those missed conversions, it's only 20 points to 12. And it's not looking so cozy. It's not over yet. Absolutely not over yet. Those are very important conversions that have been missed tonight. Difficult kicks. They've all been out wide. They've all been difficult kicks. Slow play at the ball here. Roosters on the live ladder move up into 7th spot, right behind the Sharkies. Will asks if I know how the Rabbitohs got their name. To be honest, I don't really know how anybody got their name. I mean, why are Brisbane the Broncos? That makes no sense. They should have been like the Brisbane Suns or something. I have never once walked down the streets of Brisbane and gone, Jesus Christ, there's a Bronco. I've also never visited Penrith and gone, Christ, run! There's a loose panther over there. So I don't understand how any teams get their name. Sam Walker has probably played the game of his career tonight because they were actually rabbit hunters. Well, there you go. Obviously, going back to the period of time before professionalism in rugby league and everybody had another job, they were full of rabbit hunters. Wow, that is very interesting. Thank you for sharing that, Will. That might be one for the old Panther. A topic for the old Panther. Team names. Six minutes 40 to go in this one. 20 points to 12. Oh, now that's just risky business there, and it's not paid off. That is just craziness. What a goof. Who was that? Terrell May, you great big galoot. He's looked for the offload. There was absolutely no need for the offload. The Roosters have this game in their control. They don't need to be doing nonsense like this. The knee crumbler. Well, it's been tapped out by Jai Arrow, surely. Surely that's been tapped out by Jai Arrow. Something tells me they probably want to keep this game live, though. Surely Jai Arrow's knocked that out, though. Clear intent. Clear intent. Oh, common sense has prevailed. Challenge is successful. And it's going to be a take the two. Take the two. Actually, I'm going to go against my own catchphrase right now and say, plug this into the corner. And that is exactly what they have done. Plugged it into the corner. Six minutes to go. Roosters ball, 20 out from the Rabbitohs line. Oh, fair point, Shack of Hearts. Yeah, let's not ask Swally to put that one over. Oh, Tedesco's got himself all tangled up. Nathale Kasodi, watching all the way from East New Britain. Welcome along. I hope I said your name. I probably didn't say your name right, in which case I apologise. Walker, Sam Walker puts an exclamation mark on his night and scores a try out of absolutely nowhere. And now they're fired up, the Rabbitohs. Oh, the fight's on because they know the game is gone. And isn't that just typical South Sydney? The game is done and dusted, so now they want to fight. Sam Walker has had a man-of-the-match performance, and wouldn't you know who's in the middle of all that? No surprise there. The dummy has been well and truly spat now because South Sydney's season is over. They are done. Sam Walker caps off an excellent night, scores a try, wins the match for his team, and of course, look who it is. Look who it is first in there to wreak havoc because he knows that that is game, set, and match. No surprise there to see who has started that. No surprise at all. There's a reason I've done that to his photo in the same game multi. And the Roosters with the victory now for sure. 26 points to 12. It's about to be with 4.5 minutes to go. Sam Walker, surely, Vobsy, would you say, man of the match performance from him tonight. 1 try, 2 try assists, has kicked the Rabbitohs to death. And South Sydney about 6 or 7 weeks ago, they were being called, well, a little bit longer than that, actually. It was about, Michelle was still regularly co-hosting at the time, and we had an argument on the stream, if you can believe that, about who was the premiership favourite. And she was having a go at me about the Rabbitohs being premiership favourites. And I said, no, it's still the Panthers. Well, but the Rabbitohs... I said, no, it's still the Panthers. The Rabbitohs are not going to win the premiership. Not a chance. I said, we can timestamp this and come back to it at the end of the season. And here they are. The Rabbitohs are gone. I wasn't buying into it at all. And I've never been more proud of a prediction in my life. In my life. Welcome along there, Boom Saton. Boom Saton, welcome along over there on Twitch. Ahmed says, Panthers are worried as the Roosters are away again from the kickoff. The Roosters from the kickoff. 10 out, still going now. Looking for any support at all. Sandon Smith. It is the Smith show at the moment for the Roosters. $10 out from the line, 3.5 to go. They could put even more points on here. Patrick Carlisle, ahoy there. Welcome along. They are just rolling on with this now, the Rooster. Carey. Back inside. Oh, they've fallen over here. Their own feet. The Rabbitohs defensive line. There's holes everywhere. Can they keep the ball alive? The Rabbitohs. 10 out. Fifth and last. Sam Walker puts another grubber kick in. Looking for Tedesco. But it's taken by the Rabbitohs at the back. 2 minutes 50 to go. Oh, and now Jairo. Another grub. Grubs galore. They should have been called the South Sydney Grubs. Never mind the Rabbitohs. South Sydney Grubs. The team's full of them, and Jairo's another one. Remember when Jairo tried to kill an unconscious James Tedesco in the State of Origin? I still remember. Two minutes 15 to go. The Roosters have knocked out the Rabbitohs from season 2023. What a glorious sight. Cook now, still fighting. Puts the kick in. It's charged down by Tedesco. And Tedesco stays in the field of play. James Tedesco with the charge down. Recollects the ball. And it's the Roosters with the last say in this game. Very fitting, to say the least. 1 minute and a half to go. And the Roosters have kept their season alive, and I've been saying it for the longest time. If they sneak into the 8, look out. Because there is a team that you do not want to be coming up against in the finals when they get their act together. It all depends, Vopsy. Sorry, Will. It all depends, Will. It all depends. Because the Panthers, I still think, if the Warriors beat the Dolphins, they secure third spot. If the Warriors secure third spot and go back above the Storm, then I think that the Panthers will want to stay in second, or prefer to stay in second. So it all comes down to that game. If the Dolphins win, it keeps the Warriors in fourth spot, and then I believe the Panthers will go all out for the minor premiership. It all comes down to that Dolphins-Warriors game. That Dolphins-Warriors game is going to be massive in the context of the season. Oh, there you go. Stay funny. Steph says East New Britain is from Papua New Guinea. We should have guessed that. Oh, there's absolutely no chance, Will, that the Warriors get second place. That's what I mean. There's no chance they get second. But what I'm saying is you would much prefer to play the Warriors in week 1 of the finals than a fully fit Melbourne Storm. At the moment, the Storm are in third. So at the moment, the Panthers are playing the Storm. If the Warriors win, they go back above the Storm. So if the Panthers claimed the minor premiership, they would be playing the Storm in week 1 of the finals. And what I'm suggesting is if that happens, they'll pull everybody out of the squad, field a reserve grade team, because they don't really care if they win or not. They would be much happier in second spot and playing the Warriors in week 1 of the finals. Well, we'll see, Shack of Arts. 100%. I've not been wrong a lot so far this season. I called all the resting for the Storm and Broncos game, and everyone told me I was crazy. And look at how many players got rested from both teams. It just makes sense. So, we can agree to disagree, but we'll see. It all comes down to that game. Dolphins, Warriors. The Roosters win 26 points to 12. The Rabbitohs done and dusted for season 2023. I can't say as I'm totally shocked. I just love that, like 8 weeks ago, everyone was talking up the Rabbitohs as premiership favourites. And I'm like, bollocks to that. No, they're not. They've already given an official squad, Shack of Arts. You can change the players in your starting lineup up until an hour before kickoff. You can change your starting squad up until an hour before kickoff, and Ivan Cleary has named a very smart squad because he's named a near full strength squad with a lot of substitutes that can fill in. You name your match day numbers and you can change them as much as you want up to an hour before kickoff. So trust me, they are waiting. They are waiting on the result of that one. Stephanie Stay Funny Steph says, I like Damien Cook. Damien Cook is fantastic. Oh, wait, Billy Smith's a Queenslander? Oh, god damn it. Really? Queensland don't need any more quality players. Full time here in this one. 26 points to 12. The Roosters have done the job. Oh, you don't know. You were just making it up. Fair enough. Wasted Water Sports. At the end of this round, there is another. I just saw the replay of the security guard getting wiped out. That's hilarious. All right, hang on. I'll be right back to recap all this. We'll wind down and we'll recap the game after this quick break. Poor security guard. Billy Smith is a Blue. Yes, that's good. Not that I think he'll ever make the Blue squad, but still, you never know. He made a complete and total fool out of Campbell Graham earlier tonight. Finals week 1 as it stands. Sharks versus Roosters in the elimination final. I don't think it's going to stay that way, though, because the Sharks will absolutely lose to the Raiders. Guaranteed. Absolutely guaranteed that the Raiders get the win there over the Sharkies. But it will be interesting to see where these teams place at the end of this weekend. The Roosters, task number 1 has been completed for the Roosters. They got the win. James Jason Bourne just made a vodka slushy. Very, very nice. So what have we got coming up for the rest of the week? A huge game to start Super Saturday. This is going to set the tone for the rest of the weekend. As I was saying earlier, the Panthers have up until an hour before kickoff to name their squad. So they are going to know, or unless it's a really close game, they're going to have a fair idea who they're going to field come kickoff time. James Jason Bourne says Raiders can get knocked out. Yeah, well, they can, but they won't because it's a guaranteed victory against the Sharks. The Raiders have not lost to the Sharks in the last 9 or 10 attempts, so... So it's not, it's yeah. It could happen, though. It could. Should the Sharks pull off a miracle... Vopsy says, Dan, will you stream any basketball World Cup games? Not a chance. I mean, I can put them on the Discord if people want to watch them, but I mean, I have no desire to commentate basketball. I couldn't think of anything more boring. Well, I could. But no, I wouldn't know what I was talking about. So the Dolphins Warriors tomorrow at 3 p.m. That will set the tone for the rest of the evening. The Panthers Cowboys straight up after that. If the Dolphins beat the Warriors, definitely the Panthers will be going all out for that minor premiership. If the Warriors get the win, or if the Warriors are on top going into halftime, look for a complete change of squad. And then Saturday, rounding out Saturday Dragons Knights, we have to do that game because I called last week that the Dragons would defeat the Knights. So we have to see if that comes to fruition. Shack of Heart says, Dan, if Souths don't get sucked into beef and cheap victory, they win, right? If Souths don't get sucked into beef and cheap victory, they win. Not sure I'm following the question. What a crazy match. The Roosters have done the job. They have definitely gone a long way to qualifying for the playoffs. The Rooster. Oh, quite a few people tipped the Roosters. Quite a few people tipped the Roosters. That's interesting. Very interesting indeed. Michelle says, sucked into beefs and sucked into the drama. If they put their heads down, they win. In response to Shack of Hearts' comment. Not necessarily. I mean, it would have helped their cause. To be fair, though, Souths didn't really blow up. Except for when... I mean, there was that big blow up at the end by you-know-who. When the game was well and truly over. When Sammy Walker scored the match-winning try, but... I think... Although I think if you're talking about season-long Shack of Hearts, if you're talking about season-long, then, yeah, probably... they would have been in a much better position. Don't think it was necessarily this game. Michelle says, I put $10 on my tips and I'm 0 from 3. Oh dear. I'm 2 from 3 so far tonight. My hopes of retaining my championship are gone. Who's your caddy? Cheers, Dan. Interesting comment section tonight. Certainly was. Go the Wars. Oh, God, I just said Wars. Ah, I said I was never going to say that. Just like I said I was never going to say fins up. Oh, God. Can we just call them the Warriors? Warriors sounds so much better. Vopsy coming back from the tail end of the ladder. Hayne Bagor. Hayne Bagor, welcome along. Nice work, Roosters. It's only the beginning. Remember, there's a storm ahead on its way, heading to Sydney. Support from you. Bagor from Lay PNG. I hope I'm saying that right. Lay. But again, some more support incoming from Papua New Guinea, a very passionate rugby league community, as I always say. Is Cody Walker crying? Oh, he's not. Oh, that would have just made my night. Honestly, I know that's terrible. That is so terrible. That is actually... think about it, Dan. Think about yourself. Take a good, long, hard look at yourself, Dan. I honestly, for a moment, was just like, is Cody Walker crying? This is the greatest moment of my life. That's terrible. I should never think like that. But anyway, he seemed upset. That's good enough. All right. Yeah, Warriors. Warriors, Dolphins. Warriors resting a lot of players. So it should be interesting to see. It's going to set the tone for the rest of the night. That Warriors-Dolphins game. So we'll see. The early running of that match will determine which team the Panthers trot out against the Cowboys. I know, it was very... Shack of Hearts, I pulled myself up on that straight away. I felt terrible. As soon as I was like, is he crying? And I just realized I got way too excited over that. Nobody deserves that. I pulled myself up on that straight away. I hope that came across. It was a terrible thing. I called myself out on it immediately. James Jason Bourne says you don't see people call the Broncos whores. No, they get called the Bronx. Or hashtag penalty Broncos. Or hashtag Suncorp. Will says, never heard of teams resting players en masse like this before. All teams are doing it. Well, the thing is, Will, it's very unusual that, well, I mean, maybe it's not unusual. I don't know. It seems to me that perhaps it's unusual that the top 4 teams have earned this right. Like, you wouldn't... I think there's usually still maybe 5th or 6th place still have a chance of getting 4th, so the 4th place team can't really afford to rest players, if you know what I mean. I hope that makes sense. I hope it makes sense what I'm trying to say. This is the first year in a while, at least, that I can remember the top 4 were just so clear top 4 that they can throw their hands up and go, ha, whatever, we can do what we want. So Stephanie Stay Funny Steph says there are Panthers in the wild out Penrith way. True story. Oh, wow. Michelle says makes for an unexciting last round. What, resting players? Are you kidding me? It's been fantastic so far. That Broncos Storm game went from absolutely meaningless to a quality match. We got to see so many new players coming through. I mean, yes, we basically got to see a Queensland Cup game at NRL level. But it was a fantastic match. Exactly, Vopsy. Exactly. She's only saying that because her team lost. That was one of the most exciting games I've seen all season long. To be perfectly honest, that Broncos Storm game, that was a great match. One of the best streams ever. We'll ask the old Panther for sure. We will ask the old Panther next Generations Vodcast. Are there actually Panthers at the foot of the mountain there in Penrith? I suppose it would be. Yeah. Panthers? Panthers have been seen Hawkesbury, Blue Mountains. Vopsy says only place you know is Suncorp, Michelle. Oh dear. Wow, what a match that we saw tonight. The Roosters 26 points to 12 victors over the Rabbitohs. They have knocked the Rabbitohs out of season 2023. Now, as much as I wrote the Rabbitohs off as a premiership threat, I really didn't think that they would miss the 8 completely. So we've got now, the Rabbitohs have missed the 8. The Eels have missed the 8. I really wasn't expecting that. I certainly did not predict that. All right, Wasted World of Sports. I'm going to jump off now because we have got a big Super Saturday of action coming up, starting with the Dolphins versus the Warriors. Tomorrow, 3 p.m. Looking forward to that. Let's hang out on Discord for a little bit. What is it? 10:15. 10:15 for me. That's all right. Let's hang out on Discord for a little bit. If you have Discord, feel free to jump on. We have some amazing after parties over there on the Discord. So anyone who's on the Discord, feel free to jump on. Let's chat away over there. And yeah, let's make a night of it. Catch you guys tomorrow. Yes. Starting with the Warriors Dolphins which is really going to set the scene for the rest of the afternoon. Very much appreciate your company as always here. And I'll catch you the next time being tomorrow. Until then, cheers. Yes, thank you so much once again. Wasted Water Sports Discord party. Let's go. His ass is hanging out as he makes a break upfield. Stepping back up. Oh, he's copped a head right to the nuts. Cameron Munster's now putting his balls in Nick Meaney's face.
I have no idea what the Wasted Water Sports is.